115 to 114 in favor of Lyndon Arthur. And Judge Marcus McDonald scores it 115 to 114 for your winner, and now both the Commonwealth and WBO Intercontinental Heavyweight Champion, Lyndon.
Ooh! Ooh! Oh boy! Anthony Yarde is stunned. Anthony Yarde catches his second loss. Oh boy. Anthony Yarde, man. Anthony Yarde did the Lomachenko, you know. The man gave up most of the first half, you know what I mean? Started to come on strong in the second half. Excuse me, but he basically got beat tonight by a guy who fought with just one hand. You see, in the first half, the first 6 rounds, Anthony Yarde couldn't get past that jab. He was fighting the taller guy, Lyndon Arthur. We live, eat, sleep boxing in the chat. What's happening, big man? What the deal? Chris Caban's in the chat. Yeah, so Anthony Yarde couldn't get past that jab. You know, Lyndon Johnson or Lyndon Arthur was pumping that jab, keep him at the end of the jab, dictating the pace with the footwork. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the man Anthony Yarde at bay where he couldn't get past that jab. And Anthony Yarde wasn't just going for broke as far as even unleashing his right hands. You know what I mean? He wasn't unleashing no right hands. He wasn't coming strong. While this guy, Lyndon Arthur, is just, you know, pumping the jab. You know, I thought that the man Anthony Yarde should have started going to the body, but I gave him round 4. That's the first round I gave Anthony Yarde in the first 5 rounds. You know what I mean? He got in there, started digging to the body, pumping the jab. You know what I'm saying? And the guy was just not that active. While the man, I gave round 4 to Anthony Yarde because he was more active and landed more punches than his opponent. You know what I mean? Damn, my phone going crazy. I gotta put that shit on silent. Yeah, so Anthony Yarde gave up most of the first half. You know what I mean? I gave him rounds 4. I gave him 6 and 7 and 8, and then I gave round 9 to Lyndon Arthur. You know what I mean? And the very first punch Lyndon Arthur landed in round 9 was a beautiful flush right hand. This was after Lyndon Arthur came out of his corner talking about he can't throw his right hand. He can't do anything with it. And then he comes in. First thing he does is throw the right hand, and he catches the man flush, Anthony Yarde, right on his jaw. Boom. I'm surprised he didn't go down, you know. But Anthony Yarde, man, I have this fight a draw. I had him winning rounds 4, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, and 12. You know what I'm saying? And his opponent, Lyndon Arthur, I think, you know, if anybody did deserve this fight, I don't think anybody did deserve to win this fight, to be honest. It was a very pedestrian fight for the first 10 rounds. You know, nobody pushed the pace as far as trying to put their foot on the gas. After round 10, you know, it was now basically the fight was in the balance. You know what I mean? I had the man Yarde winning the championship rounds, especially in round 12. He almost knocked out this guy, Lyndon Arthur. He almost dropped him with a flush right hand. You know what I mean? A punch that we'd been looking for really, realistically, from both guys for most part of the fight. It was mostly a jab fest. Anthony Yarde was just a little too cool for school. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Wasn't showing not that much assertiveness and aggressiveness. You know, I think he took his opposition, his opponent for granted. And, you know, it became a close fight, you know what I mean? Even the rounds that he did win in the second half, it's not because he was basically just trying to make the judges show the judges that he is being aggressive and asserting himself. But besides that, the man Anthony Yarde basically, man, you know, let this guy, Lyndon Arthur, come back, you know, win this fight. Let's hear what they got to say.
Did you damage and have you damaged your right hand?
It's a little bit so. It's nothing to do with this. Nothing to do with the fight.
It's nothing to do with the fight. Did you feel you did enough? Did you feel you won by a couple of rounds?
But he hit me with a body shot and that's wrong. I won't lie. lost heavily. The last round.
And Anthony, do you feel you did enough? One judge did quite heavily, the other two thought it was just the other way. What's your gut feel? What's your interpretation of it?
I'm one of the greatest people you know. The whole fight, I pressed the fight.
No, you didn't.
The absolute whole fight.
You couldn't get past his jab.
Call me with 3 jabs. Then at one point I was out jabbing him because they said he had a good jab. Call me with 3 jabs and then like
In the second half,
he called me with 2 right hands throughout the whole fight. I almost knocked him out in the end. I rocked him heavy.
Which you talked about, he's acknowledged that in the last round. Lyndon, your jab was the dominant. Was the dominant. In round
you ain't gonna win the fight just off of one big punch in round 12, Slim.
Really, no one was really throwing anything on the jab that was winning the fight. That's what I thought. Nothing really got through.
We live, eat, sleep, boxing in the chat says, I never was a fan of Yarde.
So at the final bell, were you convinced? I don't pat on, were you convinced you done enough to
The
win?
fight was close. The fight was close. If the punch would have went on his side, I want to say, as well, what he done to me. So I'm not going to say that either.
So Andy, did you feel at the end that you won and won clearly or just won?
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. Again, Lyndon, he's not out here lying to nobody. There was parts where it was a bit close. But if you looked at who landed the clean effective punches, the punches he landed were jabs. I landed my own jabs.
Should you have done more, Andy? I mean, when you watch it tomorrow, do you think you're going to say I could have done more?
Again, I need to go back and watch it. But
Hell yeah, he could have done more.
You're not going to go out there and be reckless. But from what I know happened in the ring, I landed the clean. I was pressing the fight the whole fight. Again, this sums up 2020 for me. Anyway, I'll go back and watch the fight. Congratulations, bro. It's lines and I come. I've got a strong mentality. I strongly feel that was a robbery. I'll be honest with you.
No, it wasn't no robbery, man.
I feel like I won the fight.
Nah. Definitely wasn't no robbery. If it was a robbery, I'd be going crazy right now. For either side.
I just felt like he didn't feel like he was there.
Certain for people. He knows what he didn't fall about. It's boxing. A couple of times he did fall about and then he got counted, but obviously
Nope.
So when you said I can't land the right hand after about 4 rounds, you mean you couldn't?
I did catch him with the right hand.
So it wasn't an injury, it was just that you couldn't land
It's
it.
not like he defends his goals anywhere. He was trying to calm me, like he said. He calmed me a couple of times, but I felt like I landed the right hand as well.
So you've been like model pro standing there, and I'm really appreciating it.
Anthony Yarde telling the man, thank you, like that's gonna reverse the motherfucking call.
Fancy a rematch?
Judges made their decision.
Fancy a rematch?
I have it a draw.
It's your second defeat. I appreciate that.
I'm not taking that as a defeat.
But you've got to take something good from it, surely.
Anthony Yarde, man, you out there fuming on the mic with Steve Bunch. Ain't gonna erase that second loss on your resume, Slim.
I would have lost him anyway. I personally think that I didn't lose that fight. Again, when people go back and watch it properly,
I did watch it properly, and you know, I had this fight a draw, y'all. I don't know how you guys had it. I'm saying, but I had this fight a draw. If you got your scorecard, put it up in the comment section. Yeah, I'm saying I got this fight 113, even 6 rounds apiece. You know, Anthony Yarde, man, you there huffing and puffing and fuming, want to pop off and blow off your lid. They ain't gonna get you. You're gonna erase now that you got 2 losses on your resume, and Joshua Buatsi fight is probably out of It's not happening next for you. If anything, you should go back and do this rematch. Because both of these guys really and truly today didn't fight to the utmost of their ability, in my opinion. You know, if the guy's hand was injured, he was only fighting with one hand, pumping that jab. How would he look if he had 2 hands? Anthony Yarde, I think, took this guy for granted and couldn't get past that jab. Then he's there trying to outbox the guy. You know, Anthony Yarde only showed in the championship rounds, round 11 and 12, that he's now going to get on the inside and make this a fight. It's just a little too late, you know what I mean? A little too late, you know? You let the guy at Lyndon Arthur fight in there comfortably, and he comprehensively kept you behind that jab, pumping it out, keeping the distance. And Anthony Yarde was there just trying to play tit for tat, trying to prove that he has a great jab just like this guy. Forget about it, man. And that's why, you know, he's at the losing end of this stick, you know. It is what it is. B-Marsh Boxing, I don't know what to say, man. But I had this fight a draw. I'd love to see a rematch, really and truly. You know what I mean? Because both guys, in my opinion, didn't fight to the utmost of their ability. You know, you check it, the man Anthony Yard was getting out jabbed in the first round. You know, he tried to use some nice head movement, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't enough because this guy was committed to the jab and kept taking little steps backwards, little short steps backwards, pumping the jab, keeping his right hand up. He obviously wasn't using it like that. So he did keep it up there like a telephone to guard his right side of his face, you know what I mean? To protect himself from any left hooks. He did get caught with a beautiful flush right hand. I believe, what was it? Round four. Those are the rounds now he started winning. Round six, as far as Anthony Yard. Anthony Yard was now throwing lead right hands, and he was winning the rounds. Of course, Anthony Yard, I gave you those rounds, but overall, I only gave you 6 out of 12. All you had to do was get one more on my scorecard, and maybe one more on the two judges' scorecard who thought that you didn't win this fight, and we probably looking at a different decision. You know what I mean? Nati Turner, what go on, Nati? Nati Turner in the chat. Salute. Go pick up Nati Turner's new LP, man. Man got a fire tape out there. Got a great album. Go cop that joint. Nati Turner says, Arthur did well, but I had a 7.5 yard. Okay. Got a 7.5 yard. All right. I wish Anthony Yard, man, did a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You know, I thought he just gave up too many of the first 6 rounds. You know, only got first 6. I had it 4-2 in favor of Arthur. You know what I mean? So, B Marsh Boxer, leave your thoughts and comments. Salute to everybody in the chat. We live, eat, sleep boxing. Big ups to Nati Turner. Unfortunately for Anthony Yard, yeah, he's tight. He's very upset. Can't blame nobody but himself and his corner. You know what I mean? I thought he didn't get the greatest advice from Tunde Ajayi. I'm not criticizing Tunde. You know, it's the whole team could have done a better job in my opinion. You know what I mean? You know, the man Anthony Yard, he let this one slide, man. He let this one get away from him. You know what I mean? Because of the simple fact, this guy fought with one hand, y'all. You know, that man Anthony Yard, how he fought in rounds 11 and 12, almost knocked the man out in round 12. If he had put on the pressure like that, at least from round 8, convincingly, or even earlier in the fight, he wouldn't be huffing and puffing and tight about this decision, you know? But it is what it is. Be March Boxing. I'm going to catch you on the next one. Leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this controversial decision, all right? I'm gone. Peace.